sent us a box me pa my nose and I can't concentrate, me just can't wait. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Alright, so on this channel, I feature topics that are centered around lifestyle, creativity, reflections, and melodies. So today, the section that I'm going to be highlighting is the section that has to do with reflections. I have a question for you. Do you have any scars? Okay, so the scars I'm referring to are physical scars. Here's the other question. Do you have any physical scars that you got when you were a child and you couldn't tell your parents about it? I have, right? And I'm going to be telling you about it today. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. If you are a yardie in NMC's world, please like the video, share the video, and comment, right? So at any point while I'm sharing today and you have anything to say, just drop it in the comments below. So anyways, back in the day, the school I went to was called Mandeville College. And I know a lot of you around the world who came from Mandeville either went to Villa Road or Mandeville College. As the years progressed, it changed to Mandeville Primary and Junior High. And I think I asked my son the other day and he said that it is just Mandeville Primary now. But anyways, back in the day, my two brothers and I went to Mandeville College. And I guarantee you, those were some great years, right? So, in one of my other videos, I mentioned when I was talking about how I got my nickname in the Get to Know Me tag video, how I came by my nickname and that I was riding a bicycle. So, this physical scar that I'm going to be telling you about today has to do with a bicycle. All right? Hold on. So, anyways, let me give you a little backstory. There used to be two shifts, right? The school operated under a shift system. So you had morning shift that classes ended at 12 noon. And then the other session would end at about, 4 or 5 o'clock? I think at 5 o'clock, But, you see, like when school dismissed at 12, the morning shift, we used to have to get home by the latest 12:30 or 12:45. So parents never used to ramp. We never could have go on a plaza, go turn no roll and under no man arm in a uniform and vice versa. No. This particular school, right, back in the day, it never fenced up and everything, and you could just come through the front and go down through the back gate and end up on race course. So if you're from Mandeville, Manchester, then you would know what I'm talking about. As me talk about down a back gate, I say there used to be a place, what we used to call it down a Mr. Splat. Wow, Mr. Splat. Down at the place, man, we used to run down there, we used to buy with patty and stuff. But the thing I remember the most about going down to Mr. Splat was the popcorn. Me say sometime in a class and the popcorn sent us a box me pa my nose and I can't concentrate, me just can't wait. So go down there go get, I used to get the popcorn in some brown bags, enough popcorn me tell about, and it was sweetened. Oh my goodness. Boy, me feel like me segue, but the popcorn. So anyway, me bring it back up to the school now, right? So, let me tell you about just a little bit, about places that were in the vicinity of the school. So you had Mr. Splat. We used to run go down there. So we should have said we used to go down there so for the patties and the popcorn. Then on the other end where you had the front entrance, we walked on the sidewalk. There used to be a place called Krusty. Krusty used to sell patties, right? Used to buy Krusty patty. Um, and they also used to do pastry. So honestly, me no know the pastry smell and the patty smell and the popcorn smell used to just distract me in a class, But that was not my only distraction. I will tell you further down about my other distraction. So, there were other schools in close proximity to Mandeville Primary, right? You had Manchester High, which is still there now. So at lunchtime, you would be in line with a lot of different schools, maybe Manchester High and I don't remember the school name now. Coming on and drift too far from the scars, right? I want to tell you about the scars. I know I don't want to hear about the scars, but here when I do like the video, I'm never telling about the scars. So, another thing I remember about Mandeville Primary, I'm happy to highlight this, right? You have the great Grove Court. So, right on the play field, we used to climb up the mountainside and go up to Grove Court. So, we used to enter from the back. So when you look on up a Grove Court, you see all of them shops and things, That was our mall at the time. So we used to, like we're not supposed to go up there and mark you. Anybody who used to go up a Grove Court without permission, when you're going to school, comment below. Maybe some of you don't even know about these things. But the thing I want to talk about is when you get your breaks time, And you see, when you go up that hill and go to Grove Court, you can't hear nothing at all, nothing at all. You can't hear nothing at all that's going on down by the school. So we had to kind of time ourselves to get back down to school before the school bell ring or rang. May say, you think a little time may get beaten when we get break time and bell ring a long time and me up a Grove Court doing God knows what. And then when me approach the hill, when you feel one horrible feeling in your chest because you know you're in a trouble. That horrible feeling comes when you look on the playing field down below and see no bikini on the playing field. You don't even see no vendor, especially for evening shift. Where's the man? I say your heart go. At the time they man you hurry up now to catch back at school because the thing is, for me, if me I go stay out of door till school over, my mother will hear about it. So I had to face up to the music. Now, if anybody watching this video, whether you live a foreign or you live a yard, and you know about that experience that we may tell about, let me hear about it in the comments. Trust me, not a good feeling. Not a good feeling. Not a good feeling at all. Because, number one, the other people them in the class, them sit down in there waiting because they look at your seat and say you're not there, you are two other somebody come here to them. So they might get ready to laugh after when teacher start slap your skin, Oh my God, those were some days. Alright. So me talk about Krusty. Me talk about down Mr. Splat. Me talk about Upper Grove. Oh, Flaky Cross. Flaky Cross. Flaky Cross used to be in line with the playing field. So there was no wall and we could just walk over there. Now, what remember? Over Flaky Cross was the pineapple upside down cake. I mean, I think nobody make pineapple upside down cake like how Flaky used to make it. You know, this I pay food me I talk about. I've peer food me I talk about, Well, I did talk about the experience of a grief court. Another thing I remember now, so I'm gonna bring everything back to the school now. Cause me carrying a Ghana food place, me carrying a Ghana grief court, me carrying a Ghana crusty, me carrying a Ghana and Mr. Splat. Let me see if me I left out now way. Many other places are there, but I want to get to the physical scar, right? So as me say, I'm going to tell you about the physical scar today. One last thing I have to tell about the school canteen. They used to cook bulgur and I don't remember what kind of meat kind, but yo, they used to make some spongy fried dumpling. Me no know. I think they used to put, what do you call it? Milk powder. Yo, that's when you get your little plastic bowl with your canteen lunch. Oh my God. Heaven came down and glory used to fill my soul at lunchtime. Yeah, man. The man that was school canteen food, he turn up in media go there. So now, let's get to the meat of the matter. One day, I was in class, right? I mean, you know what? I don't think me there want little girl who has a misbehave or anything like that. But just like now, me curious. I'm a very curious person. I always look for answers to this and that and all of that stuff. Me say, how man never school? Oh wait! Remember one time they used to talk say don't be that all building. If you didn't know about that the time when them used to say that Duppy was in the old part of the school building at Mandeville All Age School, comment below. But you know, so right now me I wonder if Duppy used to in the picture because there was a section, up in the roof where always look like firelight in it, because it used to have a wooden arch, or you just a pointed ceiling, right? And more time than paint out, and by the next month, man, the top of the ceiling black. So me no know. Me no know. If you didn't know about it at the time, you can comment as well. So, anyways, this particular day I was in class. I think I was on evening shift. So school had quiet them the time because I don't know say afternoon shift picnic, everybody gone home, evening shift start. So school quiet, class quiet. You only hear the little hum and the buzz of other classes because the classroom them used to part off by the blackboard, right? So me used to in a one class, I don't even remember what the teacher name right now, but the location of the class was to the back of the school, and they used to have a concrete ledge where sometimes we used to go out there a morning time for class devotion. I'm not telling enough time. If you like me want to fainting about it, stand up like a soldier, you can't even go on like say you're tired of the little devotion because next thing mommy here say, oh, you're there at school. You know what I mean? So this particular day, I remember it clearly. Talk about it all the time. Well, to people whenever know my parents. I talk about it all the time now. So me sit down in a class and teacher teaching about where I was sitting. I could see outside, right? Me sit down on one of the bench them. Can you remember they used to have them like a triple bench the way you could have you just slide in and so. Me they at the end bench, and I think that day me one did in at the bench. When me look out of the corner of the eye, out of the corner of my eye, I want bicycle that me see slowly ride past out the door. You see from me see that me can't concentrate on nothing more. Me don't remember nothing more. Me don't know. Me used to have a fascination for bicycle up until this blessed day me can't ride it. Good. So at the time, part of the recreation, and I never used to really bother these guys who used to come by the school and sell bicycle ride breaks time. So me in the class, and so the bicycle pass so and go so. The desire started to grow. The desire just started grow. and I can't concentrate because me want to go because me kind of there get the little balancing thing good and everything now, you know. Yeah, man. I couldn't ride on road with cars or anything like that, but I could have balance up now, you know, man. So you don't know what me do. I'm going to tell you what me do, but to have you like this video, and have a quick share and comment if you don't know where this argument are go. If you know where the argument is going, hit the like button, right? All right. So now that me think about it, you know, something never easy. You don't know what me do. Me just walk meekly up to my teacher desk because where teacher's desk was, she couldn't see outside from that angle, but I could see. That get juicy, I know. So I go for teacher desk. Excuse me, miss. Can I please go to the bathroom? I was a well-behaved child. So of course, teacher sent me to a bathroom. So where the class was, when you came out of the class, you went out on the ledge, you go down one little step, and I think them have two big circular tanks in the schoolyard. So when we go down to the corner now, to where the tank they know, I said the guy will sell the bicycle ride now. And signal to him now with me little money when me save up. I don't remember how much at the time or what kind of money me used to spend every time. Because I used to save up my money for things and opportunities like these. So signal to the bicycle ride seller. Tell him say, yo, me want to ride off of the bicycle and me give me little money, you know. Upon bicycle man and girl ride bicycle slowly from the point that was in the purview that didn't include the teacher. The teacher couldn't see. So me kinda just ride back and forth between where the teacher can't see me and go round to where the round tank the in the yard, spin around the bicycle and ride go back around. So when me turn my back and I ride towards the tank now, me not see what going behind me. But you know when you have a feeling like something will happen. So me glance around at the corner, me I come, I look out for teacher, me I look out for anybody. But as me say, class was in session. Nobody not supposed to out the door. But somehow, me out the door in a me uniform. In a me uniform, you know. Well have the crutches well roll up so that me not expose myself on the bicycle seat and pedal way around the back when me should have in a class or when me glance out of the corner me you know guess who that me see like push out her head and draw in the back. No me teacher. Say yo me jump off of the bicycle you know. So you see because I have no experience riding the bicycle. The pedal was spinning over and over and it never did a thing but just dig out the flesh at the back of one of my feet. No, you know me in a problem. No, you know me in a big, big problem. So that's the physical scar that I was referring to. Stay tuned. I say, ladies and gentlemen, me in a bigger trouble now, you know, because number one, me can't go on my brother them class go tell them say me get cut. How me get the cut? So me start think up the lie right away, you know. Me say, you know what? Me go run around the staff room because at the staff room we used to have like one little nurse station where you know if you get like a bruise, you could scrape and so then I look after you. Time my youth they grab up in bicycle and gone, you know, because you know I get in other trouble about him. The past school compound them the hours they are send ride two girl, one girl at that, you know man. Kind of shame of myself still, but so anyway, me hurry up and run around a staff room. Miss, miss, I was walking behind the canteen and a piece of stick dig out the flesh on the back of my foot. Lies, lies, all lies. So of course they hurry up and they clean off the time I tell us say, dig out my flesh good and proper, properly dig out, and they hurry up and then clean off the area and then put on and bandage up my foot back. Guess what? You see, if my parents did ever go here send me their school but me a ride bicycle, it would not be pleasant. Trust me, because I would get another whipping when we go home. I don't know if Clive know. I'm not sure if I'll know. Maybe me tell them since we become adult, right? So of course, that was it. I had to lie because I couldn't let anybody know that I fell off a bicycle at school during school hours. So people, them say confession is good for the soul. Say just the other day I said to daddy, before Rona come out, and me and him sit down and I reminisce about some things and something. Me used to get in some little script for reading about, I said to daddy, say, boy, daddy, you remember that scar here? He said, no, Sam, you remember that because it's at the back of my foot. So I was showing it to him and I asked him if he remember the scar. He said, no, how will that happen again? I said, when me tell him, daddy say, have mercy, little girl. I mean, a bigger man now, but it was so funny to him, but me know it would not have been funny at the time when it happened. I hope you enjoyed this bit of reflection that I shared with you guys today. Parents, don't be too hard on the kids, It's just that I knew, in closing, I knew I wasn't supposed to be doing something like that. I mean, it was just the wrong thing to do at the wrong time. And because of that, I couldn't share that with my parents. My mom passed many years now. She passed many years and she doesn't know about it. Honestly, mommy never know about it. As we say, I went the year when we remember about it, we share it with my daddy. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up, right? I'd appreciate it. Thank you. See you in the next video.